Hello out there. I've known over time that any fool can make soap. It takes a wise man to say it. Many a time, your challenge is not in finding a product to sell. Your challenge is in selling that product. My name is Pope Bukola Odedei, and today I want to share with us how to become a mafia marketer that is able to sell whatsoever you create to any type of audience that you desire. How to become a mafia marketer. Now, let me tell you, a mafia boss is ruthless. A mafia boss is an executioner. A mafia boss is ruthless in execution. Wants to set his mind on a particular goal and set out by all means to get it achieved. Dedicated to a thought towards a particular target. And therefore, I want to show us today tools that you can work with, hacks you can work with to become a mafia marketer. These are age-long secrets that have been, that have made a lot of marketers out there, super marketers. They just zoom from being colleagues to being masters. Now, quickly, let me share them with you. Number one, today, let me quickly share with you a story about myself. When I was pushing, our computer repairs and maintenance, outfit way back then in Shomolu. Now, one of the things we did was to run a promotion because as at then, we were having retainerships with companies. With that retainership, we do go to companies on specific days in the month to maintain and to service their systems. And then we also have this, ongoing arrangement that if any of the systems should have any issue, they can call on us, we go there, get it, repaired. And if we cannot repair their system, we take them back to our office, but we ensure that it gets repaired as soon as possible and we return back to them. Now, one of the core issue of concern then was the fact that we have few people that was able to do what we were doing. That is number one. And then those few people have too much in hand and thereby do hold a whole lot of clients to ransom. They can promise them that we'll be getting back to you by 4 p.m. today, and then in 4 days they are not yet back. So we ran this promotion that we ensure that we get your system serviced in your office. But if for any reason there is a breakdown in your system and we cannot service them in your office, if we have to bring them back to our office and we cannot return them that day, we ensure that we give to you a replacement from our office pending the time we service and we put your system back in order. That is a guarantee. That is a guarantee. Now, I want you to know something, that a lot of people are afraid of losing money. They are afraid of losing money. Why? Because on the internet, many people might not have had physical rapport with you. They do not know you. They don't even know your address. And you are asking them to give you their hard-earned money. What if you just close shop online and you run away with your money? We have had a lot of stories on the internet. And actually, this brings about what we call buyer's hesitation. When buyer's hesitation sets in and it is not resolved on time to the advantage of the prospect, what they do is that they just tell you, don't worry, we get to see you later. We'll revert back to you. And by saying that, you might not get to see them again. And you see, many rookie marketers are unwilling to assume this transactional risk. They are being short-sighted. This is terrible. It is unfair on your client. Actually, it is not pride. It is foolishness. Why? Because if you cannot stand behind your product, why will you expect another person to risk their money on it? But much more than that, a guarantee is a message to give them great assurance, to give the prospect great assurance that your product will do everything you say it will do, that your product will meet their expectation. And find a lot of mafia marketers running this in their companies. For example, we've been able to hear about that restaurant that said if you don't get it, fresh and hot in 30 minutes, you get it free. It simply shows you three things. Number one, you will get it hot. Number two, you get it fresh. Number three, you get it in 30 minutes or less. If those three factors are not in place, you get it free of charge. Now, if somebody is offering you that and somebody is asking you to go and wash your plate before you you come and pick up your food, who do you go for? Who do you go for? You can remember the example I gave concerning my own business. I know that promotion will do run even till tomorrow online is telling our buyers, people who buy from us, telling them that if they are not fully satisfied with our products, or if our product is not everything we promise it will be, or it does not do everything we promise it will do, they have the right to return it back to us in 30 days. And then we give them a full refund, no question asked. And in some other instances, we even do tell them that when you return the product, if there's any bonus we are giving to you, you keep them free of charge. Wow. You see, this kind of guarantee is reversing the risk. You are not asking your prospects, your customers to bear the risk. You are telling them, I'm standing behind this product. This product will do everything I've said that it will do. And the effect of this is always immediate, massive, it's always dramatic. Sales will just jump up. You see, people who might have been standing or sitting down on the fence, before then, will rush to buy with confidence from you. That is the number one strategy of the mafia marketer. They reverse the risk. They reverse the risk. Now, also, let me quickly give us another point that a mafia marketer will always use to push sales and to drive massive profit into their business. Let me tell you about this young lawyer that was not getting enough briefs. He went to an elderly, highly respected lawyer that is up the street. He went complaining that he has not been getting briefs. People have not been patronizing him, and even that the elderly lawyer has not treated him too kindly. Why he should have been dropping briefs for him to handle so that at least he can keep body and soul together. You know what this highly respected elderly lawyer did? He just asked this young lawyer, don't worry, let's walk down the street together. I want to get something down the street. And as they were going together, walking side by side down the street, the elderly, highly respected lawyer put his hand around the neck of the young lawyer. They would stroll down the street that way and came back up the street in the same way. The end of the highly respected elderly lawyer round the neck of the young lawyer. And by the time they got back to the office, he told the young lawyer, don't worry, I will get across to you very, very soon. We'll get to see. And what started happening the following day? This young lawyer started receiving massive briefs. People who have not been, giving him an eye before, they started coming to him, asking him to handle their briefs. People he has never prospected in his life and in his entire career started coming to him, asking him to take on their brief. Now, hear me. Just a mention by a celebrity, an expert, or an influencer can give you more sales than a week runs on Facebook ad. Should I take that again? Just a mention by a celebrity, an expert, or an influencer can give you more sales than a week run on Facebook ad. You see, some people just got a mention, from a popular figure, and overnight, there is a push, there's an increase in their followership, and they start getting orders from left, right, and center. There might be a need for you to cut an influencer. There might be a need for you to get an expert, an highly respected popular figure to make mention of you. And how do you say this? How do you achieve this? Number one, you need to find the right influencer in your target market. There's always somebody highly respected in your target market. Number two, you need to get them to notice you. And I want to assure you this, that it is not a small feat to get a popular figure, probably somebody with 1 million followers on his social media handle. It's not a small deal. You actually need to work yourself into it. So how do you achieve this? Number one thing you might need to do is to comment intelligently on their post. Comment intelligently on their post. Number two, reshare their content, especially those that are in line with what you are offering, the product or the services you are offering. So reshare their content. Number three, show genuine interest in their person. If you fake it, they know. So your interest in their person needs to be genuine. Another thing you can do is to appreciate them. How do you appreciate them? You can reach out to them directly, via email and via their DM on Instagram, on Facebook, or wheresoever. You see, it is always a good thing to start your conversation with them with an appreciation. Start your conversation with them with an appreciation. Appreciate them for their work. Let them know how their work, their posts, their content, their books, their courses have impacted you. And probably I need to let you know this. You might need to invest heavily on these people. If they have written books, there might be a need for you to buy at least one of their books. If they have online courses, if they have video products, buy at least one. Devour them, then share with them testimonies of how this has impacted you. You can get your testimonials to be in written form. You can get your testimonials to be in video. Send it to them. After sending it to them, also post that video on your social media handles and tag them. It can be on your Instagram page, it can be on your Facebook profile or page. Then tag them or mention them. Let them know how their work has highly impacted you. You see, the truth of the matter is that influencers always like to get feedback and affirmations concerning their work. They are human beings. They are emotional beings too. They love to be appreciated. And you see, it is a weakness in everybody. That is why you need to make massive deposit in their emotional bank account. Emotional bank account, EBA, emotional bank account. I wouldn't know how you call that in your local parlance, but in my own language, that is a very great delicacy. So make massive deposit in their EBA, emotional bank account. Now, what happens is that by the time you start making withdrawal, by the time you ask them for a mention, many a time you might not even need to ask them for a mention before they start mentioning you. By the time you need them to do anything for you, your check will not bounce. Why? You have been making constant and consistent deposit in their emotional bank account. You see, one thing you might find out is that number one, they also might in turn, make comments on your post about them. They might reshare your, they might share your content on their own profile, which gives you a massive boost. They might mention you. They can even, if you make intelligent comments on their post, they can pin the comment so that the comment will be at the top and everybody begins to see you. You see, with this, you begin to gain visibility. Let me tell you about a great guy, Kazim Abolore. He wrote Teach to Influence. Kazim Abolore is actually a great guy. This book, I bought it from him last year, and between last year and now, I've been able to devour it over 4 times. Powerful book. Kazim Abolore happens to be a teacher, like he calls himself, a broke teacher that became the innovative teacher. You might be a teacher, a secondary school teacher, a primary school teacher. You are worth more than what they pay you at the end of every month. Get this book. So I was actually speaking about, Kazim Abolore. There was a time he started getting, droves of friend requests on his Facebook handle, and it was like somebody must have mentioned me. Somebody must have spoken about me. All these people that are sending friend requests to me, and in few days he got to know that on a live video, John Obidi actually made mention about him. His activities caught the attention of John Obidi, and on a live video, with all the followers, John Obidi made mention about him, spoke so highly about Kazim Abolore, and before you know what is happening, people started, searching him out, sending him friend requests. I must tell you, the kind of quality, friends he has on his profile has actually helped him to be able to make massive sales of his products, both, digital products and printed products. I tell you, that is the second and powerful tool in the kitty of a mafia marketer. They seek for and attract celebrity, expert, and influencers endorsement. And so, as I close, who out there wants a mention by me in any of my videos that I will be making after this? Let's see if you have learned something, from this video. So why not like, comment on this video, and then share this video, And also, in the comment section, you can also mention or tag your friends, because the knowledge here is too massive for just one person to learn from. A lot of people need to learn this. And by the time I see the reactions, the engagement, I might begin to pick on 1, 2, 3 persons from the comment section. I send you a DM, get to know what you are doing. And in one of my subsequent videos, I'll make mention of you. And by the reactions I get also from this video, I will also be coming up with a part 2 of being a mafia marketer. My name is Pope Bukola Odede. It has been a glorious time with you here. I love you, and I would love to hear your testimonies. Thank you.